No. Now it.
Good morning and welcome. It's May 14th, 2019, and you have reached Rise and Grind 24/7. Yes, we're back on this Tuesday. I'm Herb Bailey. I'm in sunny 80 degrees South Carolina. And this is...
Hey, this is New York, and we have the fabulous city where the city never sleeps, New York City. I know you all want to be here. It is not raining today. It is just not sunny. But we had our pleasure of almost 80 degrees on Saturday, Herb. So don't be jealous. There you go. Anyway, happy Tuesday for everyone. We'll give you a 2 for Tuesday.
And she's Jenna Marie Stone. She didn't say her name. That's Jenna Marie.
Oh, I didn't say my name. Everybody knows me. My name is Jenna Marie Stone, and this is my fabulous co-host. And we come here to bring you sunshine, even if it's not sunny where you are.
There you go. It's your motivation for Tuesday. So we got some good stuff ahead for you. And Jenna, why don't you start us out?
Yeah, so the first thing I want to talk about is I went to TJ Maxx yesterday because I heard all about keto creamer. And if anybody knows or follows me, I'm down 35 pounds since been doing keto last summer. I'm looking to, I can't show you right now, but I'll be posting pictures. You know, my problem area was my gut, because the gut health is something that we tend to ignore. I'm a vegetarian and a pescatarian, so I don't eat meat. Once in a blue, I'll eat chicken, but I don't do pasta, don't do rice, don't do breads. That has been the biggest thing where I bulked down because, you know, everybody's different. So I'm not telling you not to do that, but I'm just saying keto for me is a lifestyle, intermittent. I have my coffee, I have my keto creamer, and then what I do is I work out, right? But not every single day. So this is really for somebody who doesn't have time to go to the gym every day. You're busy, your routine. You know, I have a gym at home, which has like an elliptical, and it has a treadmill, and it has one of those, you remember like back in the 80s, you probably know these, the ones that you go all around the circuit? Yeah. I still have that, Body by whatever it's called. I know it's an old machine, but it's what's good about it. It's all weight, so you go around the circle 3 times and you do everything right.
It's on the tip of my tongue.
Whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Yep. Somebody was throwing it out years ago. I took it, and that's how I started with my fitness. Joined Jack LaLanne back then, which became Bally's. And I always tell the story, when I was 18 and a half, 19, I joined the gym with a couple of my friends and my sister. We used to walk. Oof. If I tell you.
The elliptical machine.
The elliptical is the one with the, it's like a step master, but it goes.
I'm sorry. I interrupted you. I thought I had the answer. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. The one that I'm talking about, there was a few of them in the infomercials back then. It's basically you're working when you go to the gym, you have a circuit. Well, those are fancy machines. Back in the day, and I'm talking like maybe the 70s, 80s, maybe 80s, early 80s, there's a Body by something it's called, and it's all metal.
Jake.
And so basically,
Body by Jake.
There you go. I think that's what it is. And it was an infomercial, and you bought it, and it came all disassembled, and you put it together. And basically, you do your lats, you do your triceps, you do your legs. Like, you go all around the circle. And then it got sophisticated where people would go to the gym, and they would do the circuit training. Well, in any event, so as far as lifting is concerned, I don't do a whole lot. I do basically just to keep tone. And you know, because people ask me all the time, they're like, what are you doing? You know, a lot of people think the potions and the supplements and all that make sense. Those you have to do with it. And I'm going to explain to you something. I take apple cider. I'll show you. It's right here. I take the apple cider vinegar tablets. The reason I do that is sometimes I forget to take the apple cider vinegar liquid. So I put the liquid in my green tea, let's say. And of course, What
happened here? What are you doing?
I just spilled my water to show you that I have.
I heard a little funny noise.
Yeah, it's my klutziness. What can I tell you?
Live TV.
Yeah. So I hope I didn't fuck up my.
Yeah, that would suck.
Well, no, the mouse, but I think it's fine. Fine. Okay. So in any event, my point is that I drink my tea with a lot of with a splash of the apple cider vinegar, and Yeah, all good. All good. And that's not the first time I spilled. You know what that means? Every time I've spilled on this show, I came into a lot of money. Just so you know, it's
Well,
a thing.
throw half of it my way. I'm happy.
It's a thing with me. If I spill something, it means money's on its way. Okay, just letting you know. But my mouse, the mouse works just fine. So
There we go.
It works just fine. I just want to get it to. Do you see me still big, or is it just my screen?
It's just your screen. I see both of us.
Okay, awesome. So I won't change it. So when people ask me, what is this keto thing about? It's not new. It's been around forever. And there's different types of keto. And so keto to me is with intermittent. So for example, I do intermittent fasting at 8 o'clock is my last meal. And I'll tell you why. It's easy to have your last meal at 8, whatever it is, whether you're eating a salad or whatever, a big meal, doesn't matter. And then I go to bed around 9-ish, and I get up around 5-ish, but I don't eat until like 8 or 9-ish again. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like I'll go from 8 to 8 without eating a thing. The only thing I do is have maybe some tea or some water. My thing is also a gallon of water a day. So those are my tips for today, the health tips. I didn't give you motivational today. I'm giving you health tips because this is bikini season. The other thing I do is I take a gut health probiotic, which is basically I take 2 of those before I eat. And that debloats your gut, because here's what happens. When you eat something, it goes through the whole channels, and sometimes your intestines and your digestive tract is not working well, but you don't know this unless you have a pain or something, right? So we're not having any stomach pains. We don't know that our gut or our stomach, or that is the most important thing for your fitness, is your whole digestive system, just so you know.
Well, without a doubt, it's what you eat. If you're eating bad and you're trying to work out, you're not going to see positive gains, that's for sure.
Yep. And the thing is, you can be working out all you want and you'll still look like a freaking bulkazoid because, a bulkazoid.
Are they related to the Herculoids?
Yeah, the Herculoids and the bulkazoids. You know who they are. They have chicken the guys and the girls, they got chicken, especially guys. This is a pet peeve of mine. They work out all this. They got this and then they got chicken legs.
Yeah.
And so all they're doing is working out what? So to be proportionate, you should work out, but if you can't squeeze it in, right? You can do something like, for example, in the morning I take the dogs and we walk. So don't think you have to go to the gym and spend money. You can do things at home that's also going to help, okay? Part of it is what Herb just said is, I always say the abs are creating in the kitchen, so that's what Herb just talked about, like make sure what you eat is correct, right?
Yeah.
But you know what? Sometimes you may not want to eat food, and there are some terrific supplement shakes out there and some supplements that you might want to trade into. So, for example, this morning when I did my meal for the day, I actually had a shake that had all the veggies that I'm supposed to have, right? And it was chocolate based. So it was totally vegan. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that I'm going to be doing the shakes all the time, but you ever get up and you're just not that hungry? And
definitely. Sometimes I get up and I'm not eating until like 1.
Yeah, exactly. And the key to that, hold on a second, because I didn't realize there's still a lot of water.
There's a fumble.
Well, no, it's just there's a lot of water here, but it's okay.
And that's what I want to talk about as you're cleaning up over there is water. You cannot have enough water during the day. Suck down the water. Yeah. I mean, really, it's the best thing for you. If you got a bad complexion, you drink a lot of water, and you'll see how good your complexion starts to become.
And that's another thing. When people look at my complexion, they say, "What is your secret?" I tell them it's water. So that's a great point that you just brought up.
It is. It's water. Water.
And if you're drinking a lot of coffee and not a lot of water, that's not the same thing.
I remember back in 1989, and I was working at a big UTC plant, and me and a bunch of guys were losing weight.
Mm-hmm.
and we sucked down the water. And in a span of 4 months, I remember losing 30 pounds, and it was a lot of it was the water. The water
Oh, yeah.
will just flush you out. So I'm a water guy. Water, water,
I
water.
drink water more than anything else. And what I learned is that a gallon a day is really how much water you should be getting. A gallon is about 8 water bottles like this.
Yeah.
8 water
Yeah.
bottles. So if you want to kind of just do that. But yeah, so let's get off our fitness. So that's our fitness, our health, unless you want to add something to it and we'll move on from there.
No, that's it. Good stuff.
The reason why it's on my mind is because I do run a health and wellness club, and people are always saying, like, what are you eating? Because they could see it in my face. Like, if you look at the older videos that we have, like, I have no makeup on today, so I look like a wreck, but anyway, it doesn't matter. But if you look at the older videos, you can see I had a much fuller face, and now it's slimming down. It's not going to be like all overnight, but because I'm doing it the right way, but I'm actually putting some keto creamer in my
Now, as you're doing that, you had mentioned to me yesterday a topic you want to talk about this week. So tomorrow, What are we talking about? Tomorrow, we're going to talk about this topic.
No, we can talk about it right now. It's
okay,
like a
we'll touch on it.
Conversation. Yeah. Basically, it's just don't be ruled by the opinions of others. Don't let it, because I didn't forget. I was saying let's move from the fitness one. We're going to go into the positivity one now. So basically, what I want people to walk away with is knowing that you're always going to be judged no matter what you do. And there's an excellent book out. I put the excerpt. I got a lot of feedback on it yesterday from Jen Sincero. She's actually a great author that did You Are a Badass and made millions and millions and millions of dollars off that one book.
Millions.
Yeah, before that, nobody even knew who Jen Sincero was. But now she's got all the gear and everything. Anyway, she just wrote a new book, and it really revolves around your being accepting of others' opinions, but not making it so about you, right? So in other words, I love the color black. And so my grandmother, God rest her soul, used to say, wow, you look like you're always going to a funeral, right? Cheers to my grandmother for saying that. But yeah, that is kind of like an opinion, right? So do you ever go to like a family dinner and they'll be like, oh, Herb, you look a little chubby, right? Meanwhile, you're like, right? And that's happened to me. And that's happened to me in the past where you feel good, but then somebody is going to say, I don't know, you look different. Are you putting on weight? Like that person.
I lost 100 pounds. And I went to a family dinner, and I remember clearly somebody across the table saying, boy, you look like you're anorexic now. And it's like, you're on this high because you just lost 100 pounds. And
right.
And still someone's going to be negative. It's always going to.
Absolutely. And that's a good point, because like almost 3 years ago, when my husband and I was doing the weight loss coffee, we each lost 100 pounds. And you wouldn't even know that I lost 100 pounds. I was really focusing on him because he was so bulky. Yeah. You could see it. But if you see pictures of my before and after, you're like, oh my God, yeah, you did. Did you lose just 100 pounds? Because you look like you lost more. Can I tell you something? 5 pounds would make a difference on me. Okay? I don't have to lose 100 pounds for you to see. As soon as I lose it. So for me, I look at people, and if I'm not sure, I don't ask people if they lost or gained weight. And I don't ask them their age. If I don't know you,
it's not a good question anymore to ask. Let them talk about it. You can say, "Boy, you look great," but you don't ask how much they lost or how much they gained.
No, it's not necessary, and it's just negativity. You don't need that kind of negative drama with people. Hold on. You don't need. I'm like making a little makeshift so I could absorb some of the water. You don't, and this is live TV, so who cares? You don't need to make people feel bad. If you're that kind of person that does that, stop it. And if you're that type of person that's receiving it, stop accepting it. Yeah. So like if somebody tells you, oh, it looks like you've gained weight and it's designed to make you feel bad, I want you to turn around to them and say, thank you. I actually love myself this size, and thanks for noticing. Like just just be diplomatic. You don't have to get into a fight with them. You know what I mean? And on Facebook, the same thing. If you get critiqued, I look at it as the only person that can judge you is God. Okay? If you want to be that judgmental person. And so I guess the topic that I just wanted to touch upon was that be so confident in yourself and be so validated in you that it really doesn't matter. Like, I come on this show sometimes all dialed up, and sometimes you see me and they're like, you look better without makeup. This is what I got the other day. You look better without makeup. You look like you're a little kid without makeup. When you put your makeup on, you look older. So my husband's been telling me that for years. So if I look younger because I don't have makeup, guess what? That's the reality of it. But if you love putting on makeup and getting all dolled up every day, I'm not going to judge you for it. But don't judge me if I want to come on here and be all natural and not have to put on all this, eye makeup. Just I don't have any makeup, and I'm okay with it. Just like if you decide you want to put on 20 pounds, if you slipped from eating something or whatever, or if you slipped up from your diet, you don't have anybody to remind you. You don't need that kind of negativity.
No.
I've had an aunt who used to say to me, my whole life, because I'm 5'11" and change. So I've been probably about 130 pounds, 129 pounds my whole life. So I had olive oil was my nickname in high school. Okay.
Olive oil.
Olive oil, because I was tall and lanky. And we had another olive oil, and she was also tall and lanky. But,
I always thought she was a bitch to Popeye, but that's just me.
Oh, yeah. No, she was. But, the point is that if you're too skinny, they're going to say something. If you're too fat, they're going to say something. People are going to say something regardless. So better to be happy with yourself instead of trying to please everyone. There is no right or wrong reason when it comes to weight. A typical person that's 150 pounds, let's say, is not going to look the same across the board with everybody. So you could have two guys, both 195 to 200 pounds, and you can have two girls between 130 and 150. The weight gets distributed differently. So don't worry about the number. Here's the big thing. Stop worrying about the number on your scale, the number on your dress, your pants, your shirt. Stop it.
Yeah,
it's a number.
I'm going to be transparent. The last time I weighed myself, I was 160. I know I'm a little heavier right now because I put on muscle and such. Mm-hmm. But I haven't weighed myself in years. I don't even go on the scale because I don't care. I'm happy where I'm at. And
and if your clothes fit, who cares?
Exactly.
I decided to measure myself and do the weight thing because I'm actually doing a challenge with some of my team members, right? So we have to regulate it. But it's only for 3 months. Then once that's done, I haven't checked it and I don't care because I like the way I look too. And I like my
you look marvelous.
And you do too. But the point is that the scale is a barometer, but if you're stepping on it every day, it's going to be prison. It's the same thing when my friends used to say, you need to try Weight Watchers. If you're looking to lose, because I was always like, well, you know what? Maybe I'll lose a couple pounds, blah, 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 blah. And they're just like, you got to try Weight Watchers. So here's what happens then. They're on Weight Watchers. They're doing the points. I'm sitting here like, there's no way I'm disciplined enough to do points. I mean, I'm being totally transparent with you guys as well. I'm not that person to sit there and document everything. Okay.
Yeah,
Every
me either.
Huh? Yeah.
Me either.
So, those that can do it, hats off to you. God bless. I can't do it. And here's what I'm going to tell you.
I don't want to do it.
Exactly. Even if you are a disciplined person and you do it, it's not going to be long term. And I'll tell you why.
No, it's all you're going to gain it back.
Even the people that I see posing and showing off at the gym, it's very short-lived because let me tell you,
short-lived.
You're busy. You're working. You have other things outside the gym. You're not 20. The only people that are in the gym religiously every single day for hours at a time.
The 20-something.
Which is what we were, right? Well, at one time we had a care in the world. Yeah. But now, let's be honest. Instead of worrying about making it to the gym and feeling all like crappy, why don't you get up? Maybe you take a walk, right?
Take a walk. When you go that was a New York accent. Take a walk.
Right. Or I should say jump off a bridge right now. But you know what? Here's what I do. Or here's a tip that I could share. Like when you go shopping, let's say you go shopping at the mall. don't look for the closest spot. Why don't you park at the end of the freaking lot? There's a
Exactly.
nice for
There's
you.
just like all these little hints that can get you by, and you don't have to be hanging and banging, sweating in the gym anymore. You can
Exactly.
during the day just do a few things that will help, and your metabolism and all that. I'm 55 years old. I don't want to live in the gym anymore. It's just
Oh,
it's been there, done that, did it a lot, did it well. I'll toot
yeah.
my own horn. I did it well, and now I'll lift every other day here at home, and do some exercises. But I'll walk. I do a power walk because my knees can't run anymore.
Yeah.
But you do what it takes, but don't go crazy.
And for you women out there that, I have very, very, very firm arms. And I'm going to tell you, I don't do this all the time like I used to. Your memory in your body has memory muscles, okay? But when I'm sitting here, I will do some curls with cans of soup. So I'm just letting you know, there's a lot of friends out there that tell me, I don't know how you do it. I talk to you and you're sitting there curling. I'm not curling with weights, but 2 cans of soup. Because remember, your arms start getting sculpted just from the movement of
Yeah,
it.
yeah, exactly. Well
So,
said. So we got
so
to wrap
keep
up
that
the
in
show
mind.
for today.
Yep. Just keep that in mind that there are ways where you don't have to make excuses for yourself, and they're not going to cost you money. Because the biggest excuses that I hear about getting healthy, number 1, I don't have the time. Number 2, I don't have the money. So we just gave you a couple of tips
Yep.
on how you can do this on a budget where there's no excuses. And the motivation for today, I'm going to give you one little bit. Unless you want to, I'll give one and then Herb will give one. How's
Well,
that?
I'm just going to give a preview of what I'm going to talk about tomorrow. So go ahead.
Bam. Awesome. We did the bam and Ric Flair goes the woo. So
Woo!
either one. I like either one of those. So we're going to give you the woo instead of the bam. Wake up and make today count, and I'll tell you why. Everything happens in increments of 30 days. Think about that. Anything that you want to accomplish happens in 30 days. So if you want to lose that extra poundage, like I call it, make it a point to start today. Forget what happened yesterday. And, if you have a calendar, what's nice is you can X out the days, right? So this way that span. So highlight the 30 days ahead and then X them out as you go. And this way, whatever it is, whether it's to lose weight, make more money, save more money, be a kinder person, whatever that goal is, it's going to take 30 days for you to shape into that. So that's my motivation for today. Herb, take it away.
And well said. And tomorrow I want to talk about seasons of life and how there are different seasons in life. And I'm going to use an illustration, and I'm going to have actually a visual illustration for you.
Awesome.
But
Awesome.
seasons in life, because some people get very depressed and about where they are in their life right now. But I hope to correct that depression, and because seasons of life, and I had to learn this. So tomorrow, seasons of life.
That sounds excellent. I'm really excited. And thank you so much again for another great show, Herb. I'm always excited to do the show with Herb. Yesterday, I have to apologize. I had a Mother's Day hangover because my family believes.
Transparency, don't you love it?
Yeah, it's awesome. Like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we were just partying. And when I say by partying, I'm talking about interacting with a lot of people and dancing and all that. So when Herb called, he's like, "You ready to do the show?" I was like, "Wah, wah." I sounded like Charlie Brown's mother or whatever.
Yeah.
And I want you guys to know that we're human, and if we're not bringing you the show at the top of our level,
we might have hangovers.
We're not going to just do the show. What did you say?
We might have hangovers. That's why we're not doing a show.
Yeah, exactly. If we have a hangover, if we're not feeling well, we're human. We do this for free99.com every day for your entertainment and for ourselves as well. We would not be doing it if we ourselves didn't get a kick out of doing this, because passion shows that we love doing this, but we're not just going to do it just to be in the motions of it. I'm not married to Herb, and he's not married to me unemotionally. We do this because we love it. If we cannot, for
Her
whatever
husband wouldn't be happy with me.
but if for whatever reason we're not happy doing something, we're going to let each other know, and we'll let each other know in the morning. Now, mind you, we're not looking to make it a habit of not showing up. I just want you to know, for the record, we probably missed a handful of shows, but that was for your benefit, because we wanted to make sure we gave you top shelf quality. We don't want you tuning in and getting like a third-rate show.
And going like this, oh, they're getting stale. We're not going to.
Exactly. We're constantly brainstorming. I, for one, cannot wait for you, Herb, with your illustration as a teacher. I love to see visuals. So I'm excited for that. So thank you for that.
On that note, we will see you tomorrow. Share this with your friends, because it goes all over the world. I know people in Greece are watching. And so and Australia, Canada, Mexico, we got viewers all over the place. So, and we don't need a wall. Oh, okay.
Oh my God, 2020! I can't wait.
We'll see.
Everybody's like, "Are you ready for 2020?" I didn't get the thing of it, but now I understand. It's my Trump supporters that are out there saying, "Oh, you ready for 2020?" I just want you to know, we here are not a political show, but if you put something like that in my box, like, "Are you ready for 2020?" I'm going to give you my honest opinion. We just like to keep this very neutral. So anyway, on that note, have a great day, buddy.
All right, we'll see you.
Bye.